on every single level. 2020 just keeps getting more asteroid fight clubby. And so I'm here with you on this late night shift. We had a pretty dang massive volcano eruption at Popocatepetl Volcano down in Mexico. And then after that, we had earthquake Twitter in Los Angeles go a bit nutty. Because everybody's on edge. And we're all a little bit like Atlas. You know, the god who held the whole world on his shoulders. Which gets heavy at times, doesn't it? But like activity is extremely active all over the place. And will continue so into the year. Up until the Jupiter and Saturn conjunction, where they come together in the sky on December 21st, 2020. And if the Earth is a rockin', don't come a knockin'. Unless you're on weather Twitter, I guess, and tweet. Now, mind you, this Los Angeles earthquake was listed quickly as a 3.8. But in 2020, what numbers do you really trust? What data are you like, yeah, they're telling us absolutely the whole truth? Yo, this is cool, and hurricanes look like galaxies. I want you to run that through your brain right now. So Comet Atlas, I've had a hard time stopping talking about it because it just gets more fascinating every single day. It is coming in, and coincidentally, it is crossing over Earth's ecliptic, or Earth's orbital plane. And so, we at Asteroid Fight Club and the Texas Ranger Space Force, and just Earth in general, we are on super high alert through the 27th with this crossover. And the other day, they took Comet Atlas. NASA's JPL Solar System Dynamics page went ahead and gave you 4 different Comet Atlas chunks to track, if you're that into that. Pamela Shalin was like, hopefully that's the last of that kind of thing. Hashtag earthquake. And, no, probably not. And Laura J. Nelson talking about the thumping down in Inglewood. She's probably from the hood. It felt pretty long for a 3.8. That's what she said. But this is no laughing matter. Like, people are dying from the plague, and like everything's sort of coming unhinged. And so please take all the information that I'm giving to you in a humorous way very seriously. Good morning, Vietnam. This from Steve Petruyurk, or whatever, and Boomer Butler, showing us that we got tornado sirens sounding off now 33 minutes ago in Oklahoma. But then why is it so bright outside? Because it is like 2:30 in the morning here in Texas. And everybody definitely in the South is on super crazy mega weather alert, because this is like our 3rd, 4th, 5th storm of the variety in the month of April. And so we're definitely setting tornado records. Read Timmer, staying safe and busy. But look at this thing. Look at this pattern. You got a flying V that is getting married to the bigger V ahead of it when 2 become 1. And they're continuing their path east. So that is an impressive weather system, no matter how you look at it. Unless you are some creature that's like 1,000 years old from a whole other solar system and have seen way many things over your, like, 100,000 year extraterrestrial life. And I'm sorry to have disappointed you. I'll try to get better. So yeah, like there are many different versions or sectors or factions or groups or tribes in Asteroid Fight Club. And California Earthquake Twitter, LA Earthquake Twitter. I love them. Just like the oil Twitter and finance Twitter and space weather Twitter and weather Twitter. Well, I don't like political Twitter. Political Twitter sucks. Plague Twitter's no party either. Emily Lakdawala. I didn't feel any initial P. Whoa. Wave thud. And the shaking was so sharp, I think it must have been pretty shallow. HAL 3000. And most of the energy was in the surface waves. And Raul Roa was like, in Whittier, which is a place in California, I just felt the sharp rumble a couple of seconds long. That's what she said. Raul Roa, 7.4 miles deep. That's what she said. Y'all might be like, dude, he's lost his mind. And maybe that's how I go out. I just start uttering, that's what she said, over and over again. Just had an earthquake in LA. This brought to us by a cyclone, the hurricane, man. A large one. That's what she said. But the house is really rattled because it was nearby. Oh, and then Kathy was like, that felt like a bigger boy. How do you pronounce B-O-I? I don't even know. The normal. Hashtag earthquake. But Power Man Iron Fist was like, hey, LA, did you guys feel that? And of course, Shaq and the cat did. And at the same time, the Semeru volcano in East Java, Indonesia, had some eruption continuing with lava flowing and some volcanic ash advising from the center. There she blows. I would make a joke, but that joke would probably be near the tar pits, which is where I think the earthquake kind of happened, near the tar pits. They have tar pits in Los Angeles. It's the craziest thing, dude. Like, I still live near there. I lived in Hollywood for 1 year as a screenwriter and as a super cool guy. And I went to the tar pits, and those totally tripped me out because they're just like pits of tar in the middle of the city of angels. But it really fit right in with the motif and the brand. But I'm just saying, the earthquake kind of happened near the tar pits. 3rd and La Brea, somewhere around there. I mean, not the earthquake. Wait, whatever. Okay, be right back. Chris Teigen, this is where there was an earthquake. And there's no politics in earthquake Twitter. Whoa, first earthquake since being back in Cali. A long one, said Comic Books in Quarantine with the question Avatar. And we had a 5.3 magnitude at the exact same time in the Kuril Islands. And Suhauna Hussein was like, hey, please, no earthquakes. Didn't you hear about the pandemic? Why, yes, I did, ma'am. And thank you for reminding me. And yeah, everybody take it seriously. Like, there's some weird faction out there trying to convince everybody that this isn't that big a deal. And then it won't, like, totally kill you and attack you or people you love. And so to just get back out there, like it wasn't really happening or it wasn't that big a deal, don't listen to those people. Especially you, Georgia, trying to pick on you. And then Missouri's trying to sue China. It's weird. Let's talk about earthquakes. Me runs into the next room. Hey, cat, where are you? Are you okay? So that's a good cat mama. Whitney Cummings. Can someone cancel earthquakes? An earthquake in this economy. Inglewood. That's a doozy. That's what she said. Adam Goldberg. Day 41. Earthquake. Holly Amos. One time at a thing, please. Nature. Glad she put nature in there. Or I would have said, that's what she said. Saba Hamidi. Wow, that was a pretty big shake. This is a third reference to like, wow, that was a pretty big shake. And I watch LA earthquake Twitter. And I have been for like 3 years. Like I was Neo looking in the Matrix. So this was a pretty big, like, whoa, compared to the normal ones. And like I was saying, do you really trust any number? They're like, oh, yeah. It was a 3.8. Because I just remember that time when Hurricane Maria hit Puerto Rico, and they were like, hey, only 60 people died. I was like, no, it's way more than that. I would guess 5,000 to 10,000. And then like a year later, like, oh, hey, guys, in the middle of this Me Too Harvey Weinstein trial, we just want to tell you all that like anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 people really died. And since then, I haven't really trusted natural disaster numbers. But keep that a secret between us. Or do whatever. And then Micah McKinnon, she licks rocks. That's not an insult. She's a geologist. Snuggle. Moment of silence for snuggling. Everybody pour out some beer. All right. Who's a good rock? You, cooing while cuddling the prettily colored Elibate? You are. Yes, you are. Oh, I almost sound like creepy Yoda for a second there. I don't want that. The crystal zaps you gently as you squeeze it with superhuman strength. Who's piezoelectric? You are. Yes, you are. You praise. Such a good little crystal. I gotta work on my delivery. More lasers? Take it, nap, or flee. Now you'll have to answer in the comment section. I've been covering this plague nonstop for like 80 days, but really I was in starting December 15th, and even earlier. Anyway, I'm saying, so if I'm asking questions like, did anyone else fall off their toilet? It's because I'm a little punch drunk, because I can't unplug for the Matrix. But I will, probably. That was quite a rattling earthquake. Must have been close to me and near to the surface. Whoa, earthquakey. Kat Dennings, she was in my movie. You may have heard of it. Thor. Can earthquakes? Just not right now. It would be weird if like Chris Hemsworth as Thor, with Natalie Portman turns into Thor, double dated with Kat Dennings. I would be like Star-Lord and Thor 7 the T, and then she would be Kat, which would be cool. It'd be like 3 Thors and a cat out on a double date. After we've all been tested, so then, people wanted to make out they could. I was getting weird. Who else felt the earthquake? I didn't, but I felt it vicariously through you guys, and I appreciate that. Jessica Lamb. Wine. Shrug wine. Kangaroo. Ooh. Oh. Wow. Only 1.6? That was very quaky. Yeah, so the point is, there was an earthquake, and that Lily Pichu hates earthquakes, and Emily Sears was like, yeah, there was definitely an earthquake. And Halo CME reminding you and everybody out there, and along with the Space Weather people, that we are in a very weird solar minimum and just general sky action, including the comets and the sun and all the things, are definitely kind of weird. Combined stereo UV SDO-AI images for May 2010 to April 2020 to cover the whole longitude of the sun. Longitudes, gator mouth, 90, are on the invisible side. Note the general pattern of solar cycle progression and coverage in relation to the stereo location. So, as goes the sun, goes Earth. I have a catchphrase. It goes like this. When the sun acts weird, Earth acts weird. And that includes like earthquakes and volcanoes. And that people kind of lose their minds. We got a new moon coming up, so it's best to think good thoughts and figure out where you want to be a month from now, a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 7 years from now, and 10 years from now. And if you look at this long enough, it starts to look like Chewbacca is spinning around you, or you were spinning around Chewbacca. I'm okay with that. Chewbacca's cool. Yeah, we were waiting for the sun to wake back up in a solar maximum, although the sun is definitely starting to pick up in activity. And overall, I'm very happy with the sun. If I die today, it has been a perfect sun for me. I don't know your relationship with the sun and the planets and the stars and stuff, but I do love the sun. This is not repeating. We are watching the whole thing, because THORnews is thorough about its solar science. Baby, that ain't no joke. And there we go. Who felt that? And Joshua Polet was like, earthquake? And Lisa DeFatari was like, no. Iran said it launched first military satellite amid U.S. tensions. I was like, oh. And then Russia had another skirmish with us, with the jets. Like, dude, can we please not have World War III during the earthquakes, comets, plague, oil collapse, general wacky madness? Pretty please? Astro Fight Club, we made it to 2015. I would love to make it to 2020 together. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. But this is, like a strange choose-your-own adventure. Meredith Garofalo showing us these are pelicans. Pelicans are cool. Have you ever seen pelicans? I love birds. I had a crazy thought tonight. What if, it was like if you were reincarnated with all your lovers of birds, so there was no sex involved, but you did love just flying around each other all the time. So like me and all my ex-girlfriends, I'd be cool with that. I'm not saying that I want some like bird harem. That would be weird, and I'm sure no one single bird deserves to have. All right, I just get way off the rails. My main point is stay safe, please. I've been telling you to stay safe and smart and cool since January 30th, since the Y2K 2020 plague broke out. And today we lost 0 people to the COVID virus in Houston. Yesterday we lost 0. And so I'm proud of my town, and I want everybody to be able to be proud of their town as we make it through this alien virus that hates human beings for some reason together. So please take it seriously. And now, Brad Pitt, serving as our weatherman for some good news. Great news. Joyce Karam, big. Lebanon legalizes cannabis, marijuana, for medical use. First Arab country to do so. Ranked number 5 on the UN list in terms of production. So that is great news because the marijuana is like the peace pipe, and as a peace officer trying to bring peace on earth, having the peace pipe legal as a peace officer would help. I don't know why it's illegal for me to like not have a peace pipe, especially with the world as crazy as it is. You know, heck, I don't even leave my house. Most people don't even leave their house right now. So why can't they smoke a joint if, you know, they are mentally and physically capable? Plus, it relieves a lot of any tension or symptoms you might have. I've heard and have tested for myself in person. It's not legal in Texas, though. Maybe someday. Yeah, the Popocatepetl Volcano in between the explosions. So we'll have to check it out. I've been talking to you now. Wait, what? Why don't the ladies ever choose me? Here, Cerro Rap. My mouth is dry. It's hard for me to roll my R's. Cerro Rappaport. Me and Captain America are getting milkshakes. Oh, with leftover $10. Why don't the ladies ever pick me anymore? Huh? I'm cool. And I'm funny. Sure, yeah, I've gotten chubby, but I can make the weight fall off. If I ever leave my foxhole regularly. What was I talking about? I was talking about happy April new moon. Let's all have a great day. Do the best we can, even though we know it is going to be extra Fight Clubby and strange. But we were built for days like these. And there are good forces and there are good signs. Look, this is like a cosmic keyboard. The sun, when its energy comes out, it hits Earth's magnetic field. And so the sky lights up in auroras. And so tonight the sky lit up in cosmic magic aurora keyboard. So that is a good sign amongst all this wildness and wackiness. I mean, a CMA, coronal mass ejection, hit the Earth and really lit it up. And that is fascinating. Thank you, John. Big John. And this is that big comet Y4 Atlas that is passing over Earth right now. Rumor has it has broken up, but it is at a 4.6 apparent magnitude, which means we should be able to see it with our naked eyes sometime soon. Maybe, if we're lucky. But look at that thing. It looks like its own solar system. It almost looks like an alien family of swimming magic, luminescent under deep sea jellyfish. Who knows? But that is definitely one of the most interesting comet pictures I've ever seen. And it's passing over Earth right now. So everybody's definitely super on full high alert. And I love you. Stay cool. God bless everyone. And I'll be around. I love you, Los Angeles. And why don't any of the women want to pick me? Wait, I just sound like a dork there. And even though dorks can be cool, that was not what I was going for. Apologize. All right, I'm out.